when I cooperate with the investigation as a detective. I only been in this room a few times. They must have ushered me into the drawing room on the highest floor on the upper station today in order to send a message. Don't draw attention to yourself. I lower my hat to rest my eyes and spend some time thinking back on the conversation I had a short while ago.
I see. In other words, nothing suspicious is apparent in the current Kirijo group.
Correct. There are no factors that would necessitate detouring Mitsuru Kirijo or the shadow operatives which she leads.
The man holding my report falls silent, pondering something. His reaction shows that he most likely foresaw what sort of report I'd hit in. The well-dressed man before me belongs to the National Police Agency Security Bureau Security Planning Division, or informed the Public Safety Police. It was he who requested the undercover investigation into Mitsuru-san's shadow operatives.
Mitsuru Kirijo seemed to have some idea who stole her cargo, yes?
She did indeed. To begin with, the culprit knew the contents of the cargo which even Miss Kirijo herself did not fully understand. It follows that the culprit in this case was someone with intimate knowledge of the Kirijo group's dark secrets. How Mitsuru Kirijo deals with this culprit will surely shed more light upon her true motives.
Half of that is true, and half is sophistry. I need to discover the trump card that public safety is hiding. But most likely, that trump card would lead us to the culprit of this case, the one who stole labyrinths and threw her into the TV world. After a moment of silence, the man places a stack of thick folders before me. If he had prepared this in advance, it means he was weighing his options. He knows of my intentions, yet he must have made the decision that what they stand to gain is worth the risk.
Report to us again when you find out more.
With that, the man leaves the room. It seems my gamble paid off.
Whether I find out more or not, it's certain that something will happen.
Ever's kidnapper hasn't been caught, and the case is ongoing. Even now, there may be developments somewhere. My friends on the investigation team must be having a strategy meeting in that food court around now. Though it's been a while since any of us has seen you, Senpai, so the conversation may have already been digressed. Sighing, I forced aside a twinge of loneliness and dropped my gaze to the file that my gamble won.
The Kirijo Ergonomics Research Laboratory, an organization specializing in research upon shadows.
What I had demanded of public safety was an investigative document of the Kirijo Group Research Institute, which no longer exists. The founder of that institute was Mitsuru-san's grandfather, Koetsu Kirijo. The contents of that report were filled with matters that were hard to believe. The Dark Hour, a different world populated by shadows that seemed to intrude on the real world. The mysterious, almost alien artifacts known as plumes of dusk that can induce a personality. Humanoid robots called anti-shadow suppression weapons that were developed to oppose shadows. Artificial persona users who gained their abilities with special drugs. Had I not seen Aegis sign and labyrinths with my own two eyes, the supernatural contents of this file would seem ludicrously implausible.
A flood of shadows and the manifestation of personas. There are many similarities to what we experienced. The chief difference is that their catastrophe was artificially induced in the name of research.
Since an unwavering commitment to duty from Mitsuru-san and her team, though they, like us, are persona users, the hardest in this file must be why I detected a very different type of result from them.
I hesitate to look into such matters without their consent, but I doubt they would volunteer much.
From what I can deduce, Based on this, the culprit in Labrador's case is without a doubt related to Kirijo and ergo research. The clue that leads to the truth has to be here. If by chance something were to happen to Mitsuru-san and her people, we would need to know more about our common enemy.
Shuji Akutsuki took the position of chairman at Gekkokan High after ergo research was disbanded. Mitsuru-san went there. Deceased in 2009. Cause of death, falling from the school's observatory. Was it suicide? No listed family.
There is no other information in regards to him in the document I gave from Public Safety. The simplicity of the section in regards to this Shuji Ikusuki. I'm pronouncing that wrong. Shuji Ikusuki. Wait. An obviously important person oddly left an impression on me. I finished reading over the material, but to be honest, it tells me little. Most of the principles involved already deceased, including Koetsu Kirijo, Shuji Ikusuki, and the persona users whose abilities were artificially awakened. Still, I do learn something. The culprit's objectives in Labrador's case has similarities to the purpose of ergo research. To deliberately gather shadows in order to fuse them together. If that was the objective, wouldn't the TV world have been an ideal place for a test run?
It may be best if I check inside of the TV world once more.
When I open my cell phone to share my findings, scant through they may be, I noticed that the hour is late. It's almost the next day.
It's a bit late to call them. Which reminds me, I think I heard thunder earlier. Could it have rained?
That word, rain, gave me pause. During the incident with Labrador, the Midnight Channel was broadcasting again. If her case is truly ongoing, does that mean it could come on tonight? Bad feeling crosses my mind.
Call at this hour? From an unknown number. Hello.
I got through. Miss Detective? Wait, no. Naoto-kun, right?
Voice. Is that you, Labras? What's the matter?
Listen up, because we got a big problem. Mitsuru-san and the others were on their way to Inaba, but they've gone missing.
Missing?
So we were gonna go look for them, but these weird guys came barging into the Shadow Operatives lab. I'm the only one who got out.
The Shadow Operatives research was a lab attacked? Could it be the enemy? No, that's not it. That is most likely.
Labras, calm down. Can you describe anything unique about the people who invaded your headquarters?
Unique? They came in a big group. They wore suits. They showed this paper-looking thing, and they said something about an investigation.
Just as I thought, public safety. I had my suspicions, but there can be no mistake. Though the Kirijo Group and Public Safety are formally in cooperation, Public Safety privately has a low opinion of the Shadow Operatives, hence their request that I perform an undercover investigation. They must have found out about Mitsuru-san's disappearance and used it as an opportunity to launch a compulsory investigation. But Mitsuru-san's disappearance, could it really be related to Public Safety's move? Labra said a moment ago that Mitsuru-san and her people were headed to Inaba. Why? While I think carefully sorting through this new information, I asked Labras for more details.
I understand. What's your present situation?
I can't go back to the lab, right? Even if I could, I wouldn't know what to do without Mitsuru-san around. But then I found out the Shadow Operatives got these special folks who only get called up in emergencies. I just met up with them a minute ago, and we're about to go look for Mitsuru-san and them.
Understood. I'll cooperate as well. I'm sure the others won't say no either. We'll all try searching for Mitsuru-san.
Really? Thanks!
Labras, there's something else I'd like to ask. Why was Mitsuru-san headed for Inaba?
If I remember right, they found a weird shadow reading over there, so they were gonna go look into it.
A weird shadow reading.
An abnormal shadow reading is detected anywhere and Mitsuo-san and the people go missing when they head out to investigate. Even if it's unrelated to the public safety matter, I can't overlook this detail. Mitsuo-san and the people are persona users and extremely skilled ones at that. If they are in a situation which no means of contacting help, then whatever enemy they face must be formidable. And the first such enemy who comes to mind is the culprit who kidnapped Lapis and forced Grand Prix.
She said the reading spiked all of a sudden. Did something happen over there?
Nothing springs to mind. Oh, sorry, hold on a moment.
I checked the clock on the wall in the drawing room. It's almost midnight. If there was an abnormal shadow reading, the midnight channel could be involved. I need to find a room with the TV.
I'm sorry, but let's continue this on the move. We should meet up at the very least. Actually, is that a helicopter I hear in the background?
Yeah, I'm surprised you can tell. We have a maid piloting one right now.
A personal helicopter and a maid piloting it? I never thought my family is spoiled, but thinking back to that limousine, that Kirijo clan seems to be on a completely different level.
Let me think of a place where a helicopter could land around here.
Forget the helicopter. As I continue to talk while I walk out the hallway, all the lights suddenly turn off. Though it is midnight, this is a police station. There should be several officers still stationed here, even at this hour. However, in defiance of these facts, an unnatural stillness pervades the air.
A blackout.
No, that's not it. The rolling helicopter rotors on the other end of the line have also fallen silent.
Labris?
My cell phone has gone dead, and if the batteries were drained, I tried a few things, but it won't even turn on. Have all the electronics stopped working so suddenly? I opened a nearby door to get a better look at my environment. Oh, damn it. I'm sure you guys remember this music. Oh, yeah. And I gotta show you. And later on, I gotta show you the tarot cards I got. Ooh, this looks so cool. Yep, I'm sure you remember that theme. Although I only got 10. Yeah. The empty room is hazily lit by an eerie red glow coming from the window. Walking to get a clearer view, I gather the sight outside. An obvious pall has fallen upon this quiet rural town.
Red fog?
Yeah. Seeing the town in developing fog, I can't remember last year's case. With the foreboding feeling that the situation has taken a turn for the worse, I quickly leave the strangely empty Union station. To be continued. Where is the... Chapter 2, Impatience. Ugh. I wonder how long this will go. I raise one arm towards the middle-lined wall and close my eyes. In my mind, I see a stage. In the hazy shadow of a band, glow sticks of all different colors shine in the back seats. I'm looking at them from my mark, indicated with a spot of fluorescent paint. That moment, the countdown hits 0. A spotlight comes on. I reach towards the floating light and become one with the stage.